Hey everyone, All Things Based here. Welcome back to a brand new reaction video. Today we've got Tom MacDonald. He released a new song. Oh, you want to show him the shirts already? Yeah, he just dropped a new song. We're a little late. He had to get home from work. But we're here, and we do got shirts. You can't really see my hair. I'll get rid of this. Here, hold on. I'll get rid of this. There. It's a shirt that says "Clowns are everywhere. If you don't see one, you are one," and I love it. And then he's got the Tom MacDonald 24 one.
Yeah, I'd definitely vote for you, Tom. No problem. Wouldn't have to think about it.
That'd be crazy if he did run for president. Wouldn't it be crazy?
Yeah, but
he won't. But that'd be crazy.
A lot of people make these kind of shirts.
Yeah.
I also support Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. They have a shirt
for president.
Yeah, Vader Palpatine.
We would. No, that sounds terrible.
Oh, it would be terrible.
That sounds. I can tell you, I know, but I would vote for him.
But you know.
All right. So we got the new song here. We got the shirts on. We're ready. I know we've been taking a while to do videos. We had one recorded the other day, and I said it upload for Sunday. It'll upload on Sunday.
And there's a part in there where we say, "Hey, we got a surprise for y'all Friday," which was, of course, the shirts.
Oh yeah,
but since you never uploaded the video, there won't be a surprise next Friday. Okay.
Maybe there might be.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, but there might be.
He's been slacking. We got to work on his consistency.
But you're part of the. Okay, hold on. All right, put the headphones on. Put the headphones on. I gotta listen to the song. Oh my god! I wonder if they can hear us. Oh, they can. Wow, whatever.
That's good.
For a second, I thought they didn't.
Unless they don't want to.
That would have been bad if they couldn't.
You won't be the first person that don't want to hear me.
You ready?
All right. What do we got today?
Withdrawals.
Well, that seems like a pretty self-explanatory title.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. You ready?
I'm ready.
Did you not see the name of it the other day?
I think I caught it, but I've been very busy today, so I just haven't been thinking about this.
All right, here we go. We got Withdrawals. 3, 2, 1, go.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried sick and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning, it ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists, my arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair the terror this addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me. Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't want to be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it. Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying. My whole life I wanted more. This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
That was a short song, actually. I'm surprised. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, the song was about addiction.
Very target specific.
Yeah.
Somber. Very somber.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of expecting it to be that way, though.
Well, yeah. Once I realized what the title was, yeah. So that's going to probably speak to a lot of y'all out there, you know, that have gone through that kind of thing. Now, I've never, fortunately, I've never had a drug issue in my life. At least not. I mean, I probably had a struggle with alcohol here and there, but as far as like hardcore drugs that really get you addicted and basically tear apart your life from the inside out. So a lot of y'all out there that have gone through that can really relate to this, and I think that's why he stays so busy. It keeps his mind off of that. Because that temptation and that little addiction, even after you kick it,
Can always come back.
Yeah, it's always back there, and it's just looking for another way in. And that might come and it'll come at a time of weakness. It might come when something else is not going right in your life. And I mean, these drugs out here, and we're talking about, you know, heroin and meth and cocaine and opioids and painkillers, and we're talking about the harder stuff. We're not talking about like weed. I mean, I don't really like being around weed either, but it doesn't really destroy you from the inside out like these other ones do. I mean, when you talk about hardcore drugs like heroin or meth, this stuff, it only takes one try. You know, everybody says, well, if I try it one time, it's gonna work. Those kind of drugs are so strong, they addict you on the first try. And they take over. Your body produces natural hormones and feel goods in your brain, dopamine, serotonin, things like that these drugs simulate. And so when the drug gets in there and it simulates it for your body, then your body decides it doesn't need to produce the same amount because you're artificially putting it in there. And this is what causes that physical addiction to the drug, because then when you come down off of that high, your body is not going to replace it as quickly. And so you need to do the drug again to get the same effect. And hence the addiction. And it becomes so bad, especially with like heroin. Heroin's probably one of the worst withdrawals to go through. I mean, your body will physically deteriorate over time going through that stuff, and the meth destroys your brain the second you take it. There's so much nasty. I mean, you want me to go over a couple of the chemicals that are inside meth? Ammonia, liquid plumber, drain cleaner, various kinds of fuels. Those are the things that they make meth with, okay? And you're putting that in your body, so you know, it starts destroying brain cells immediately. One try of a drug like meth, and your brain will function differently for the rest of your life. And then obviously, the more you take it, the more you're going to kill it. And literally, I'm sure y'all have seen the pictures of somebody who, you know, a young 20-year-old, 22-year-old person that looks fairly healthy, good-looking person, 2 or 3 years on meth, they will literally look like a 60-year-old man or woman. They'll be scrawny, because there's no need to eat. It fuels everything for them. They won't eat. They won't sleep. It rots them literally from the inside out, and it just kills the brain. If you were to take an MRI of someone's brain before and after taking methamphetamines, you would see so many dark places where there's not electrical impulses going on anymore. I mean, that's something I always talk with him and my other son about is drug abuse and drug addiction. I haven't been through it, but I've seen it time and time again, firsthand, just destroy families, destroy lives. And I'm going to tell you, law enforcement ain't the answer to the drug problem. Yeah, we have to hold people accountable sometimes if they break in and steal stuff to feed their drug habit, or maybe they're selling dope or whatever. So they got to deal with that aspect of it. But locking somebody up does not get someone off of drugs. And that, this is a big issue. A lot of people talk about it. That's not the answer. And there's not any funding. There's no public funding to get these people the help that they really need. And then, and of course, the other argument is the only way you can really help them is if they want to help themselves anyway. Because even if you go through rehab and you get physically off of the drug, okay, and everything's going a little better for you, if you go right back to the same lifestyle and you're hanging around the same people, then you are going to start doing the same things. It is a lifestyle change that you have to make, and it's difficult. It's hard, especially if that's all you know. If that's all you've ever known or been around, then that's going to be very hard to do. I could take him through neighborhoods around here that are just riddled with drugs, and you can see how these people are living, and it would be shocking. If you've never seen it, it will shock you. You'll be like, I can't believe animals would live this way, much less human beings. And it's disgusting. It's disturbing.
I've seen stuff like that too.
It will make you a little more empathetic towards what some of these people may be going through. Because now there's people that are in this that just don't know how to get out, and maybe they want to get out and they just can't. Because their body won't let them, their mind won't let them. So if there's nonprofits or there's activists in your community that are actively trying to address that problem, then maybe consider donating your time, or trying to go out in some of these communities, because that's how you got to tackle the problem. Like I said, it destroys them from the inside out. You've got to heal the problem on the inside out too, because you got to get that brain, you got to get that heart, and then if you can get those two, then you can solve the problem the same way the problem took hold. Because it's ultimately their decision, and it's going to take a lot of work. Just you can't even try it. You can't. I'm telling you, you can't. If you've never done that, and you're at a point in your life where you're thinking, "Well, I'm going to take this one hit of meth, or I'm going to take this one shot of heroin," don't run from that decision, because I'm telling you, one time is all it takes, and that's how powerful these things are. And they make them that powerful for a reason. They need return business. They need return customers. That's how they make their money. And so they want it that strong. And the drugs are just getting worse. They've got synthetic marijuana out there that is just driving people insane. Fentanyl is a huge one that's come up in the last few years. People are dying on one dose. People are dying on one dose of fentanyl. It's extremely addictive. And if you've never seen somebody going through that, if you saw somebody going through it, you're gonna wonder what the hell is going on. You're gonna think it's like a demon possession or something. Their body's gonna be shaking. They're not going to be responsive. Their eyes are going to roll back in their head. It's not it's not pretty to look at. And they may not have been meant to take it. See, there's another problem here is a lot of the drugs that are out there is the fentanyl is being used to lace other drugs. You might be buy a dime bag of weed. You're going to smoke a blunt later tonight. Well, unbeknownst to you, unbeknownst, that drug's been laced with fentanyl, which is you're not going to smell it, you're not going to taste it, you're certainly not going to see it. And then you smoke it and you put that fentanyl in your system, and it's gonna blow you up. And it's just the opioids out of control. They've been out of control for a long time. I'm so glad it's finally gotten into the media and even Trump talked about it, and a lot of politicians are bringing it up now. It is a crisis, and it's who are we holding responsible? Because it's a pharmaceutical. It's basically a legal drug containing opium or opioid type product, and it blocks those pain receptors. And I'm gonna tell you, I've had to take some painkillers in the past when I've had some teeth work done and stuff, and man, it feels good. Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I had to stop. I threw the bottle away. I only had 10, and they were weak. It only had to last me a couple of days to get through the healing process of my teeth.
Wait, was it when you had to get your tooth drilled out?
Yeah.
Without any painkiller, or without any Didn't it? Wasn't it the one that they couldn't give you the shot because it was?
Oh
too...
yeah. I had an abscess tooth.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was bad. And I was dealing with it for a couple of weeks. And finally, I called the dentist. Because I'm stubborn. I called the dentist and say, "Man, I can't take this pain no more." He's like, "Come on in." So I go in there, and he looks at it. And he's like, "Dude." Well, he didn't say dude. But he's like, "Dude, how are you dealing with this pain?" He said, "This is bad." And he said, "I got to get in there and get this tooth out." And so he gave me, little shots of Novocaine, trying to numb it up all around the gums. And then he goes in there and he starts to pull on the tooth. And I'm jerking. And he's like, "Can you feel that?" I was like, "Yeah, I can feel it." He said, "Well, now you're going to feel pressure, but does it hurt?" And I was like, "Yeah, it hurts." All right. Well, so he gave me some Novocaine. He said, "Man." Then again, I could still feel it. It's an interesting story here because I'm going to tell you. He goes to pulling on again. I still feel it. I mean, I can feel the pain. So he's like, "Look, I got to tell you something." He said, "Normally when we numb an abscess, we numb all around it, and then the medicine gets in there and it penetrates because I don't want to give you a shot right near the abscess." He said, "But that's what I've been doing, and it ain't working. So I got to give you a shot of Novocaine right in there." And I'm going to tell you, let me tell you something. When the dentist tells you this, okay, you know you're in for a world of pain. He says, "Hold on to something. This is going to hurt." So, I mean, I grabbed that metal, whatever, hand
The
rest.
chair.
And I grabbed the other one, and he stuck that needle in there. And I think a tear's probably come out of my eye maybe 4 or 5 times since I've been an adult, lost a couple people close to me or something like that. A little tear. I was like, "Holy shit." But then we got it pulled. So, but what I'm getting at is I had to have some painkillers after that for a couple of days. And when I took one, and I might have had a little whiskey with it,
Yeah, there's no way to tell it.
I felt good because it doesn't just kill the pain there; it kills the pain everywhere. My back didn't hurt, my knees didn't hurt, my elbows didn't hurt, nothing hurt. And so the next day, I was like, "Man, I can't take these." I said it just felt too good, and that was one of the weaker painkillers out there, like Lortab or something. It wasn't even like OxyContin or
I don't know
or Vicodin or anything like that.
I do know what that
considerably
is.
strong.
I don't know what that is.
So I threw them away. I didn't even chance it. I mean, I have a fairly somewhat addictive personality anyway, so I know my limitations. But who would hold responsible for that? Do we hold all these doctors that overly prescribe this medication? Do we hold the pharmaceutical companies? I think some of them have been sued, and I think some of those lawsuits have gone through.
Or is it you?
But do
we blame you? Because you're supposed to be responsible.
Well, yeah, but see, here's the problem. Is it's strong enough where if you take them, and ask any athlete or pro athlete, that's what they get addicted to all the time are painkillers. And it's addictive just like everything else. So, yeah, if you only took it as exactly described, you probably wouldn't become too addicted to it. But the problem is your body, just like anything else, it builds up a tolerance. So what happens after a few weeks of taking? Now you need 2 of them each time instead of 1, then 3, then 4.
Else you won't feel anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in holding people responsible for their own actions, definitely. But, when this stuff is pushed on people as safe, it's addictive, but it's safe. Yeah, okay. It's because of the money, and that just goes into money, power, influence. I mean, look at
the same thing.
And I'm not going to get into this
steroids.
whole steroids of it. They've been illegal for a long time.
Yeah, I know, but doctors prescribe that all the time.
Well, yeah, but that's more regulated. You can't get a bottle of steroids. You have to go into the office and get a shot once a week or once a month, whatever they prescribe.
Yeah.
So they have a lot more control over that.
All right. Dang, bro.
Dang.
We've been talking for like
That's
14 minutes.
This is actually a good topic I could talk a lot about. I know a lot about it speaking from a different perspective. Like I haven't gone through the bottom side of it, but I've seen what it does firsthand for over 23 years. And a lot of problems stem from this type of behavior. a lot of other crimes stem from this, whether it's gang activity, drug activity. That's how they have a lot of their income. That stems from having addicts around all the time. Addicts break into stuff, they steal stuff, they sell stuff so that they can get their drugs. They might rob people at gunpoint. I mean, this whole snowball of things that surround the entire drug industry. And we're never going to stop the drugs from coming in. I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't be fighting that fight. I do think we should fight that fight, but we'll just say it's going to be an ongoing fight. That war, I don't think that war is winnable, but I think you still fight it. Where you attack it is get the addicts off of it. If you eliminate the need for the product, then you don't get the product. And that's a bigger battle. But I think that aspect of it is actually a way you can maybe win it, or at least put a dent in it. Get the people the help they need. And
yep.
I mean, that's what I would do. And I've had a lot of conversations with addicts and tried to take them. You catch one stealing or something, and you can tell right away. I mean, I can identify somebody that's on drugs within 2 seconds. He better never try a drug, because he's gonna come to my house and be like, what are you on? I mean, within seconds. And it's instinctive to me at this point. But I'm not gonna do that. So when I've been talking with one about it, and they may have committed a crime or something, but it's like a little small crime, just misdemeanor, theft or something. I'll be like, hey, what are you on? Oh, I'm on crack. Okay, well, let's get you some help.
Okay,
because I can take you to jail for stealing, or I can get you to help to try and get you off the drug. That's your options. And based on what they say, that's where we'll go.
So wait, have you had people say that they'd rather go to jail than go to rehab?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Listen, a lot of these people are in and out of jail all the time. That's to them that's normal life. So
then they
don't
want to fix it.
If you told me, or God, if you told him, or anybody in my family, we were going to go to jail or go to rehab, we're going to rehab. The jail is a part of our lives. We don't know it that way. So a lot of these people, they're in and out all the time for petty stuff, or for maybe some more short stuff. But
don't you think they ever think in their heads like, hey, maybe let's try something else?
Let me throw this at you. How are they living their life at that moment? Are they looking for a place to stay every night? Or do they have electric power at wherever they're staying? Do they stay in a roach-infested abandoned house?
Probably.
Okay. That's real. Okay, that's real. These people really stay that way. Going to jail for them is a vacation. They're going to get 3 meals. They're going to be safe. They're going to be warm in the winter, cold in the summer. So that's like 3 days.
That's so sad.
Exactly. That's why you got to attack the problem. You got to attack the problem. The problem is they're addicted to this drug, and that's what you got to do. And I know that they
don't got jobs because they're on drugs all the time.
Right, they can't hold a job because their only goal, their only mission in life is to get that next hit. That is it. That is what their entire life revolves around, and it's just no way to live. And it's not their fault at that point. It was their fault how they got started. Okay, but when that drug takes over, that's the drug talking. All right, everything they do is the drug talking. Now I still hold them responsible because somebody's got to be held responsible. But I would rather see them get the necessary help to get off of that drug, and then you will see, because you can recover from a lot of this. Yeah, your brain still may be missing some brain cells or whatever, but you can see these people get healthy again. You'll see them put their weight back on. You'll see their teeth will turn, start to go back to their normal color, and they just look alive again. I mean, some of these
guys are like zombies.
They look
like zombies.
They're walking dead. So
I'm pretty sure we've talked about some
them.
of this topic like before in a video. I don't know which one though. It feels like we've been here before.
Well, yeah, but a lot of this goes in circles. But I mean, my heart goes out to them, and I have a lot of empathy for people like that. That they were probably at a weak point in their life, and they tried this drug, and that drug is just taking over. And we've all been at weak points in our life where maybe we were more susceptible to do something we wouldn't normally do. We've all had it. Unfortunately, we didn't make that mistake maybe to try that dangerous drug. So we didn't get addicted to that. We might have done something else that was stupid. But, they chose to do that, and then now it just takes over. So if you need help, if you're on drugs out there and you need help, there is help in your area. I promise you. There's probably hotlines you can call. There's rehab centers. there are either next to no payment for you. If there isn't, maybe try calling some national lines. I wish if I'd known that was really what this video was about, I probably would have had this stuff prepped and put on the video for you.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of resources out there for you if you want to make that change. And if you want to make that change, I would do anything I could to help you. I don't care where you are in the U.S. or overseas or whatever it is. If I need to help you research something, if I need to talk to you, I'll do it because I want to get you off of that shit. Seriously, it'll be better for you and your whole family. And anyway, I mean, I could talk for hours.
Yeah, you could, but we don't got hours, so.
But anyway,
we've got maybe like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're probably a little long already, especially.
That's crazy because the video ended at like 8 minutes, and it's all going to 25 minutes.
I can ramble on because I'm just saying I give a shit. All right, and there's a lot of people that give a shit out there, and that will help you, and that's what I want my message to be: is you're not alone. Okay, there are people that are willing to go out and take time out of their lives to help you, because helping you in the long run helps us all, and that's what I'm trying to get out. I care about this topic.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
If you need help, get in touch with us directly, man. If you need help, or you want to talk, or you need somebody to point the way, or you need a pep talk, because I'm on your side. I want to see you get the help you need. That's
on everyone's side.
I'll stop there. I'm really on their side. I'm not on everyone's side.
Don't you want?
There's a lot of people's side I'm not on right now. I promise you.
Maybe in different aspects.
Yeah, different aspects.
Not in terms of that. But all right. He has other songs that are similar to this, like "Angels" is a good one. "Church" is also a good one. They're
I do
about
hear Church. I've heard a lot of good things about Church.
I like "Angels" more than "Church," I think. But "Angels" came out on Christmas Day. It was like the song right after "Best Rapper Ever." But they're talking about very similar things. Maybe not as much as drugs, but more or less like his alcoholism that he had a few years prior. So they are good ones. We'll probably check them out at some point. So, got anything else to say?
I got a shit.
I was about to say I shouldn't ask that. I should just be like, okay, Dad, let's wrap it up.
No, we care about you, okay, and other people care about you too. So take that step. If you're dealing with that right now, I want you to take that step. Even if it's just a phone call or an email somewhere or whatever, take that step and see what happens from there. First step is always the hardest.
Getting started, that's the hardest part. Wow, you're taking my advice.
That's my advice that you turn back on me.
But then you said, no, that's not true. I'm an idiot then.
Because I was tired and cranky. We were going to the gym the other day, and he's like, we go walking in the gym, and I was tired, really tired that day, long day at work, and we were going to the gym, and we go inside, and he said, well, we're here. That's the hardest part. I said, what moron told you that? I know who told him that. It was me. But he turned it around on me because I was being cranky. So anyway.
But it's facts.
But we did get in the gym, and we lifted some weight.
Yep, that is true. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Go check out the song. If you did, please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Peace.